Do I? I don't know.
Hello. What the what?
Uh, uh. Yeah, I'm gonna switch. God.
I'm here.
Wait. What's this? Who tweeted that? You already have that up? There we go. That's better.
That's messed up, Baroness. Indeed. I'm not here. I'm gonna start moving. I'm gonna start moving any second now. It's gonna be great. Hello.
Respawn has returned. Yo, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was going to say, I hope I didn't upstage him.
Phrasing. Well, now wait a second. It's not the lead hacksaw. It's
No, it's but Baroness pronounced it correctly.
No. Yeah.
So, this would have been way back in university. Well, way back, I say.
Friend of the century.
No, it was after that. It would have been around 2005 or 6, maybe. Basically, it was Counter-Strike's heyday. And there was a lot of accusations of hacking when people got good headshots. So I put that name in intentionally to trigger the shit out of everyone.
Man, hacks was triggering people even before it was fashionable.
Jeez.
I also went by, briefly, the name of Jesus, space lol.
Wow.
Whoa.
Very. I don't know. Maybe we wanted to hear more wisdoms and stories from the elite hacksaw.
I'm just trying to let the guests talk.
Yeah.
Well, that was the answer to the question. It was to attract accusations of hacking, even when I have never done anything such. Except, well, no. That doesn't count.
Now you have to tell us more.
It's too late. MI6. What?
No, So, if any of you recall Diablo 2,
yes,
there were a lot of bots, a lot of botters.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did run a type of bot. However, it did not use any memory hacks, so no map hacks, none of that.
Mm-hmm.
It was purely based on editing the visuals of the game so that enemies come up red, waypoints come up green, and such. It was an auto hit bot.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't duping items at all. Everything it found was essentially legit. That was the only time that I've ever I've ever automated the play of the game. Yeah, absolutely. The amount of items that were being flooded into the game's ecosystem, being sold online, was just that. There was what we found was nothing compared to that.
Yep.
Of all time, that's a tricky one. So I quite like the sort of, well, Steam calls them. I don't think the tag is literally difficult games, but it comes under hack and slash. So I'm thinking Ninja Gaiden, Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, I was about to tell you. Sorry, Hex. Apparently, the Baroness mic went out.
What's wrong with Ninja Gaiden?
Well, nothing's wrong with that. That's a great game.
No, it's a.
Her mic went
thing.
out.
Ah.
Not yet.
There we go. I don't know why that does that. Well, yeah, I do. Because Bio's not there. Because I was shooting my mouth off earlier about how we don't have tech problems anymore.
That interruption was brought to you by and Large. By and Large for the Superstore for all you need and so much more.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they're playing games while they're doing it. There we go. Yay! Alright, so I'm sorry, Hax, you were going back to your
Ninja Gaiden.
Well, the question was my favorite. Well, like I said, my favorite game. It's kind of hard to answer just one. But my favorite sort of game is the sort of high-speed hack and slashes, which are difficult to master, have a high skill cap. So yes, Ninja Gaiden, Metal Gear Rising, Devil May Cry.
Alright.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know you've talked a lot about Metal Gear Rising in IRC in the past.
Yeah. I may have played that on a higher difficulty level than anyone has any business playing that.
I'm gonna play it.
It's to the point where it starts placing bosses as regular enemies before you even meet the boss.
Wow. That's nuts.
And like when you do meet the boss, you fight two of them.
Oh.
The bosses are Goombas! The bosses are Goombas!
And I thought playing Dark Souls was, soul crushing and everything, but no.
Dark Souls is good too.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, I never actually finished my Soul Level 1 run.
Yeah.
It's actually quite far. I've done the Four Kings.
Okay.
Describe to Killer what you've been doing with that.
Yeah, I have to hear that.
Because I don't think he was around when we were talking about that.
Are you referring to the sort of screenshots?
Yeah, well, just the level 1.
Yeah, the level 1.
Oh, how it works, right. So Soul Level 1 Dark Souls run.
Mm-hmm.
You have to roll a Pyromancer,
Okay.
because that's the only class that actually starts at Soul Level 1. All the others start at 2, 3, 4. And then you go through the game without spending any souls on leveling up. No stats, nothing. You can upgrade your gear, which is actually where most of the power, it's how you get most of your power.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't level up your soul level.
Wow.
The worst part of that is not being able to equip everything.
Yeah, because a lot of items require certain stats to be at certain levels.
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially bows, like you can't raise your whatever it is to get dexterity. Well, I can't remember what it's called.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about, though. Holy crap! That.
But yeah, so I've done Ornstein and Smal. I've done the Four Kings. I was on the way to the Bed of Chaos. The most recent thing. I've just passed the Centipede Demon, I believe, which is kind of an annoying fight.
Actually, I don't know what to say. I mean, that's things. Malik, no. Are you masochist in the bedroom or something like? You like being punished for certain things?
What?
Wow.
I'm just throwing it out there. Come on. Who does that?
There's been a fair few screenshots of level 1 characters who have the soul of Gwyn's soul or whoever it is.
For a second, there's a couple of screenshots of me doing the what?
Oh my God,
I'm so glad you finished the sentence. I'm so glad. I'm sorry, Hax. I'm very... Okay. Anyway, let's move on.
And also like Resident Evil as well. Well,
okay.
Sort of. I don't like the quick time events.
Oh, no one
apart
likes
from the quick time
Yeah.
events and the crappy camera in 6.
Yeah.
Resident Evil games are very good.
I think the only game I've ever seen that done quick time events with any coolness. It's probably been until watching Baron play Until Dawn. Where it's
Yeah,
actually kind of
I
a
do
part
like
of
the way they did
environment.
those.
See, that seemed more like I've seen it. Baron play that a bit, like the latter part of it, where he almost got everyone saved.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be more like a choice system than a quick time system.
It is, but there are certain things that make it more like if you screw up it a lot, there are certain parts where you will send characters. I think there's one with Emily where she could go over the edge if you don't hit an event in time. I think it was when her and the guy who did not deserve to put up with her nonsense were together.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
His name was
Yeah.
Matt. I remember
Yeah, Matt.
this.
Yeah, when they were kind of like going through the structure and it was kind of wobbly and she almost goes off the side. I think that one you can get her killed at that point.
Yeah, so I remember seeing like Wendigo choices, which were either run or hide. And after choosing successful hides for the entire game, Baron chose run right at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one that got Ashley killed, I think. Or no, Jessica. It was Jessica who got killed. Yep. Yeah, for the most part, I don't really care for QTEs.
No.
I thought Resident Evil 4, it was kind of interesting what they did with it in some cases, but for the most part, it was kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, in Resident Evil 4, there were some of them were orchestrated. For example, suits of armor along the side of the corridor, and you can see that some of them have their axe raised, so you know exactly which ones you're going to need to dodge.
Yup. Resident Evil 6 was kind of like that in terms of predicting there'd be certain corpses you could walk past, but then when you had to inevitably go back around, they would pop up. It's like, I know that thing's going to get up. Like, can't I just shoot it now? No, you can't.
Yeah. The Resident Evil games are bad for that. Also, some quick time events for one player where the other player just can't shoot the zombie off them or anything. You just have QTE. That, and I also found that even if you do press the right button in 6, sometimes when the button comes up, a fraction of a second later, you get like a circle thing, and you have to get the circle in the right place. As well as but when you've already just hit the button.
Wow, okay.
No, the thing with QuickTime events and how they interact with how I rate a game. Generally, if a game is enjoyable and complete, no issues and such, it starts with 10 points. Like, not 10 out of 10, 10 points. And then for various things which displease me, they lose points each. And under QuickTime events, there are a lot of different subtypes of QuickTime event which each lose a point off the game score.
So Hacks, normally it sounds like your games are negative.
Yeah, so
system, yes.
Resident Evil 5 it's very graphically amazing, especially for the time. It's complete. It starts with 10 and it ends up with about 5. Resident Evil 6, I haven't totaled up its full score, but it's in danger of having 0, 2, 1, 0. Because it's not just QuickTime events, it's camera issues, other things.
Yeah, there are other flaws. I also didn't like what they tried to do with the story system, but at the same time, it was just like, oh, come on. Where they tried to make it where you had 3 or 4 different paths and they intersect story-wise in certain sections, so you'd play it one way as Leon, then you'd go and play it as Chris, and then vice versa. You'd play it as Jack or Jake, the other guy.
Jake, yeah.
I'm
okay with what they've done there, because I don't think there are any places where more than 2 groups actually cross paths, but I believe
it was just
crosses
2.
every other group at some point in the game.
Yep.
Because you got... okay, how are we for letting spoilers loose in this show?
For that game, if you don't want Resident Evil 6 stuff, plug your ears for a bit.
Yeah, so like how you get all the way to the to Ada's campaign, and you get the part where Ada shoots Deborah, which is obviously crossover with Leon and Helena's campaign. And of course, Ada is also play sniper when Jake and Sherry are using rafts and things
Right.
throughout China.
And that concludes the spoilers, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Killer, you have me freaking out a little bit.
How so?
So, pre-show, now, because Bio's traveling today, that's why, for those of you who are just joining us, that's why Bio's little picture is frozen, because it's a picture, it's not video. So in order to freeze Skype so that it's not like screwing with the size of the windows and therefore screwing with what you guys see on the screen, we had to steal Baron's laptop and hack into his Skype for a little bit in order to kind of lock Killer and I into place. What's freaking me out a little bit, so the laptop's in the other room, it's actually pointed at the wall. You guys won't be able to see it, but Killer and I can. And in Skype, so there's a little box at the top that shows who is talking at any particular time. It's like a little mini camera thing. It just shows whoever's talking. And what's scaring me a little bit is it keeps going over to the laptop cam, but there's nobody in there except the doll.
The call was coming from inside the house.
The baby doll is right next to where the microphone is, and the cats are upstairs, so I don't know what's triggering the mic, but
You can always just exit out.
I could.
Instead of panicking over...
well, I'm not panicking. It's just, Killer was telling me things before the show, and now I'm concerned.
My top two candidates for that would be your aura and residual haunting.
Either one is a valid thing. I mean, that's why the laptop
Either
is
way,
in the
it's gonna
complete
get you.
other room. So that, it's a little bit out of my normal sphere of influence. But, yeah. Yeah, I closed out of the box because it was...
Either way, it's gonna get you.
I don't think your influence is like a defined sphere beyond which no influence is asserted. I think it's more like a inverse square law or something. So you can affect technology at the other end of the universe.
I can manipulate
just
things
very,
with
very,
odds.
very slowly.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Gonna manipulate the...
And then you get really deep into some entanglement. So it's technically there's a particle that's quantum entangled to another particle on the other side of the universe, and someone just coughed and moved it, and therefore it shifted the one currently where you're at.
Mind blown.
All right. Gentlemen, do you have
Yes.
any specific questions for Hacks before I go to the promised magic hat?
I was thinking just the two. That seems pretty easy. Is it just how did you get your name and what's your favorite game?
Well, those are our standard ones. I mean,
Actually,
depending on who the guest is, we have different things that we ask depending on how well we know them and what things we want to know.
I do have one question.
Uh-oh.
Axe, what's the activation code for the donkey porn on the RCM website?
Jesus Christ. This is why you are not allowed to speak! Oh my god!
The activation code is programming that in because it doesn't exist in the website yet. Maybe.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the word yet, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, does Killer know about the time I added that?
He does not. The counter. Yeah, that was amazing.
Oh no, I remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we first started bringing that joke up, it was great.
So, for the listeners, of course they won't be able to see it, but there is an admin interface hidden in the site, which is it's very hidden. And what I did was I added some counters of there were different types of animal, and every time during a meeting, like a sort of staff meeting or such, or in IRC, that I was accused of placing a particular type of pornography on the website to be activated later, I would increment these counters, and they had progress bars and everything. Yep.
That is amazing.
Sometimes I'd bring it up multiple times just to get a couple more ticks on a certain animal.
They didn't have the maximums weren't listed either, so you never knew how many was the 100%.
Jeez.
See, this is the sort of behind-the-scenes stuff that, you know, the RCM viewers don't normally get to see, which is why we have this show, so you can learn about all the little pranks that we play on one another.
Terrible. Just terrible.
I think it's rather brilliant myself.
That's what I mean. Terrible. It's awesome. I guess now we can go to the magic hat.
Well, I'd say it was an interesting social experiment because one sort of school of thought was if that's there, maybe the accusations will stop flowing. But then, of course, you get the type of people that try to proliferate it. Biomed alchemist.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
There we go. That's you can do the hat thing now. I've finished.
Instigates things all the time, and he says that he doesn't, but he does. There you go. He
the
can
rabbit's
see his
out,
bunny.
Bio.
The rabbit's out.
I instigate amazing things.
Bio can't or see the bunny, so we have to
That's
tell
what I was
him.
trying to tell him.
Cannot.
The bunny looks kind of evil sitting there perched like that, doesn't he, Killer?
Yeah, just a tad. Like he's like stroking his, little whiskers and everything.
His little whiskers are kind of pointed down like nasty big pointy teeth, and it's right over my shoulder, so there's that.
Oh, what if it moves and she doesn't notice?
I'd kind of notice. All right.
It's gonna be funny. She's gonna rock that
Oh,
shirt
you know what?
just
Hats
right.
is the guest. So you have
It's
you have a
gonna fall.
choice now. You have a choice. So we have the magic hat for the viewers, the beautiful pink magic hat. We have also got the magic box.
Pink card, pink card, pink.
What's the difference between the box and the hat, given that they're both types of container?
Just well, the magic box. You have to pick whether you want a good question or an evil bio question. If it's an evil bio question, we pull from the pink box, in which case it could be something that you might not necessarily be able to answer, but bio will anyway. Which is how we learned what sort
Describe
of
the
bridesmaid
perfect
dress. Yeah, it was a bridesmaid dress specifically.
Yeah, it's true.
And then he proceeded to insult half of my wardrobe, so there's that. But
Really should call HR on that.
I would, except
So-
we're kind of co-HRing it at the moment because reasons.
When you say you won't necessarily be able to answer one of those, do you mean like legally? Is it legal to?
No,
no.
no,
Legally,
you
could.
Yeah, you could. You could. That,
It's just-
there are no taco
You
rules
more than
being
likely
broken.
would not want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
For example, once again, what would your ideal bridesmaid's dress be?
Actually, I think it was, if I remember
Listen,
right,
if
it's
I'm
like,
going to be a
what was
bridesmaid,
the most horrendous bridesmaid's dress you've ever worn? Because I said specifically,
Yeah,
I would be
yeah,
afraid
yeah.
if you were able to answer this question. You said, challenge accepted!
yeah. Well, I mean, you didn't say it had to be real answer. It's just an answer. Listen, if I'm to the point where I'm somebody's bridesmaid and I'm wearing a bridesmaid dress, I'm clearly cruising for some tail. So I just got to go with it.
Feel alert.
Spiel alert!
This is what I put up with every week.
That was amazing. Good
Oh,
job there.
I'm glad I only had a little sip, because that could have been fatal. Good job, Bio!
Barrett has to run down and resuscitate his wife live on twitch.tv/RivalCast Media.
Well, our ratings would go up one way or the other. Alright! Hat or box?
Is this my choice?
Yes.
Yes.
You're the guest, so you get to pick.
Okay, we'll go hat first, and then the box.
Alright.
Dun,
Since you
dun,
never
dun, dun.
want to actually pick from the hat. Okay. So
Alright.
Alright. So the magic hat asks, if you were to create a slogan for your life, what would it be?
Jeff, okay, I have to think about that one.
Come on, you can say it.
Okay, don't ask me if I'm sure.
That's fair.
Seriously, you can't be serious. I'm always serious.
Yeah,
Don't call me Shirley.
No, sure, as in...
I know. I was thinking of an old airplane joke.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, man. I miss Leslie Nielsen.
No, Hax, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, yep. I like to compare asking me if I'm sure to asking like a robot or a computer if it's sure.
I gave you the answer. Are you questioning my programming or something?
That was better than the answer. I was wondering if it would be like slogan be bigger on the inside.
Or peace is a lie, there is only passion.
Point.
Yep.
Alright, Bio, you're stalling, so you get to answer next.
Okay, let's see here. I don't know, I'll go with Jurassic Park. Something has survived.
Are you saying you've gone through so much yet something part of you still carries on?
I wouldn't go that dramatic. or from, I think this was from Full Metal Alchemist, where it's like, we shouldn't have played God!
This is
Fair
a
enough.
tougher one than... You'd think this would be easier, but... I don't know. The only thing that's coming to mind is damn. Sort of an all-encompassing yes.
Yeah. Dimmity damn. Let's see what mine be. I'm thinking of two different ones.
Okay.
One's actually title of the song is "Freak on a Leash" by Korn. I was like the song, so that would be one motto. I think the other one is "Reboot 3 times and call me in the morning."
I still love that video where it's just like, have you rebooted yet? Yeah, man, already did.
I did it 3 times I told it to.
Yeah, I always do that.
That Axe. Although he's probably seen it.
I want to say it was linked during a meeting, but yeah, I mean, it's worth watching again.
Yeah.
I don't recall the thing you are referencing.
After the show, I'll link it and let you watch it.
Yeah, it's
hilarious. You probably get a good laugh out of it.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate in my experience, anyway.
Loved remoting in and seeing the desktop moment. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And the toolbars. The toolbars!
So triggering. So triggering. Alright.
I guess now from the box. No, he said the box next.
The box next? Okay. Do we want the red box or the pink box? Bio's not allowed to answer that question. Killer?
I can't remember the difference between the two boxes. So the pink one was questions that Bio has to answer?
No, well...
Bio has to answer all questions.
Pink's box is more of a certain gender type question where right now 75% of the current co-hosts could not really answer in all truthfulness, probably.
Oh, I don't know. Some of them I'm pretty sure you could. It's just certain other ones, like, you know... Oh, what was a good one? It was a man-hating one.
A man-hating.
I don't remember what the question was, though, but there are certain... It's, the pink box is the Girls' Night Out edition, which is why Bio likes to play with it, because he likes to screw with the answers. So, right, I mean, you could answer the questions. It's just some of them might be a little more challenging. Or creative, depending on it.
And the red box?
Oh, they're just general questions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one of those then.
Okay. So, from the red box...
Cal was kind of with Bio.
That's like... so no one gets confused, I presume that's the red box, not the red box, as in where you get the movie.
Yes, yes.
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 Okay, so the red box asks,
The next question is Call of Duty
Dumb
3.
question. We've already answered that question. We're not
What?
doing that. What era
Why'd you
would you most like to grow up? We've
Oh.
answered that question before.
Yeah, we have.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
This is also a dumb question.
Oh, go ahead and ask the dumb question.
If you well, maybe it's not dumb. If you decided to go on a spiritual journey, where would you go and what would you do?
I don't know what that is.
The spiritual journey?
And something I can really relate to, sort of spirituality.
I would go through a desert with a horse with no name.
Of course you would.
But so if it has no name, then it doesn't know when you're talking to it?
Doesn't have to. Just bop it on the head.
Killer? We do
I
not.
said bop.
Gently,
as it-
gently.
Bop. Like a small tap on the head.
That's
God,
animal
I'm not gonna
abuse.
bop it.
That is not
Why am
okay,
I gonna,
Killer.
I'm not going to
That
beat
is
the
not
only mode of
okay.
transportation I have in the desert. Dear God, why would I do
Why are you
that?
taking a horse to the desert anyway?
It's a song!
I know it's a song, Killer, but geez. I'm just saying, there's a former HR director that pops in here every so often and twitters the living crap out of things while we're on air.
That's my
I guess
line
so.
in their bio.
I guess I'd have to
Yeah.
go. So this would probably sort of coincide in some way, aspects with your own answer. Let's just go somewhere where there aren't a lot of other people. And
Oh,
just
so
think
like
about
my alpine
Yeah.
mountaintop? Yes.
There you
exactly,
go.
and then
I'm
just
all
think
about
about
Although
how
we've-
much better it is.
We've switched up a little bit because I've realized that there are too many people visiting the Alps. It's getting too touristy, so
Ah, well, you should go try the Pyrenees then, because there's very few at all.
that's true. That's very nice. I'm thinking Iceland, actually. Because we've got the volcanoes, which people are afraid of. We've got the Icelanders who are just badass, and they use the magma to, like, build things, which is amazing.
Magma.
Magma. And they use it to harness power, too. So it's like we have all the electricity we want and free building material. All we have to do is suck in the cold seawater and then just mold the magma however we want and then blast it with the seawater. And we've got this totally badass fortress right there. I'm all about that.
So the Icelandic were doing Minecraft before Minecraft.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
All I need is some sheep, and I think we're going to be good. So I'm
Alright.
going to go there.
Bio, where you can go.
He's going to find a shed in the backyard.
in a van down by the river.
Come on.
Can like the middle of the sun count? Because this is a spirit journey.
You're gonna be taking
a
lot of
no,
drugs,
it was,
aren't
it
you?
was a spiritual journey, but you would be a
Then
spirit
yeah,
if
then a
you were
spirit,
journeying
yeah,
to the middle of the
a spirit, then an actual spirit journey to the middle of the sun,
You're
watching the forging of helium. Dun, 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 dun.
taking this to the next level.
Wow.
I'll accept it. Fuck it, I'll accept it.
I'm just saying.
You're answering the question. I'm happy.
For once. God.
Say that for once, but I've been answering questions quite often
Yes,
past
yes, you
couple of
have.
episodes.
Yes, you have.
Because the ones that were asked actually had reason to be answered.
Like, what's the ugliest bridesmaid's dress you were ever forced to wear? That was I was not expecting you to answer that one at all.
Just
Well,
saying.
it depends which parts of Asia biomed has been.
Oh, what did I do with the box?
Bad.
Alright. Next question. Is work valuable for its own sake? Well, yeah. Duh.
That was a dumb
Depends.
question.
That is a dumb
It,
question.
it depends. It depends which, what sort of work.
That's a good
Pretty
point.
much, yeah.
Another question, please.
Can't find one, you better hit that pink box.
I might have to hit the pink box because the next one is, which historical sporting event would you most like to witness?
Pass.
Pass.
The red box is striking out.
Oh, well. See, I'd have thought there must have been some sort of major American sporting event
Oh, there's
that was...
There's probably
of
tons of them, but
major American sporting events that
we're
we
not-
could,
we
but
don't
we're
like
just
sports.
not interested.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there could be some interesting ones, like seeing a game with, like, Babe Ruth playing baseball or something along those lines. That'd be kind of interesting back,
I would be more interested in the Peanuts and Cracker Jack, to be perfectly honest. Seriously,
Okay.
any time that I've gone to a baseball park, which hasn't been a whole lot, but I've been more excited about going for the stadium hot dogs than actually watching the teams play. Just being honest.
Popcorn red sausages.
I do like watching the hot dog guys like run around the track though. That entertains me greatly. I'm not entirely sure why, but it does. Alright.
Seeing Baronet's like, this pleases me.
Hold on. Oh shit, you can't see them. Anyway, Killer can see them. Killer can describe what he's seeing.
oh dear God.
Go ahead. Describe it.
No.
Is
This
it full of
one's wearing a
stars,
hat.
Killer? Is it full of stars?
They said about it. God. No, I'm not doing it. No. That laugh describes everything.
Hex is trying
I
to pull
don't
up the
know
screen
about
right now, going,
this.
What the hell's going
Um,
on? What is that?
Not quite. I thought he was going to describe what he's seeing.
He
I
doesn't want
can't.
to describe what he's seeing. He's trying
They would have to
block
send
it
me
for
to
us.
a
Right.
mental hospital afterwards.
Killer, they're soft, I'm just saying.
Oh dear. Pick a question. Pick a question.
I'm trying to work out how something that Killer's supposed to describe is the same thing as a question.
I don't know.
Alright, so since you two can't see what we're talking about, so I was talking about the hot dog people that run around the track at the baseball games during the 7th inning stretch, and I happen to have a couple of the small stuffed hot dog people in the little box nearby, because the kids were playing with them yesterday, and Killer's traumatized by it.
So what I'm hearing is Baroness has a mascot fetish.
I have two of them.
Apparently.
Is that what I'm hearing?
They're very soft. I'm just saying.
So it's all mascots, not just Godzilla.
Oh, I've got Godzilla down here too. I've got what else do I have down here? Actually, an arm's reach. So I have a giant fish as well. I don't know why, but I do. It's there. It's a fish. I've got the two cats. Oh, I've got my action figures here too. My totally badass dinosaurs. See? Rawr. Because that's how the dinosaurs are now. Because they don't have meat. They just have the bones. And then I've got Batman and the Joker. And they hang out together. So.
Baron says the Godzillas are his.
Bullshit. Well, some of them are, but the one in the kitchen isn't. I'll fight him for it. It's mine.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
What?
I know, right?
I'm very
They're all
confused.
mine. Okay, maybe they're not.
Alright. So that I don't traumatize Killer anymore. What
Yeah,
would you
please.
would you rather be a great musician, an artist, or an athlete?
Musician.
Okay.
Why would you pick that?
Because the other two are stupid.
Unless you're Bob Ross, which is what I was going to shoot for.
Oh god, one of my friends. Okay. One of my friends has been going on about Bob Ross for the last a long time. And this is the creepiness of Google, and that's when they've linked me random videos of just completely different things. One of the suggestions at the end was freaking Bob Ross.
Mhm.
Like, it could be a cat video, and in fact, I'm pretty sure the cats were having sex in the video, and it still gave me Bob Ross.
I'm pretty sure that's not something Bob Ross would paint a picture of. I'm just saying, but
Unless there's a happy bush.
oh my. Okay,
Indeed.
we've switched roles again, Killer. Good job.
That
Good job.
moves to an entirely different type of athlete there, Killer. I don't think they're nationally recognized by the IOC, but who cares about the IOC?
I know, right? I don't know. I'd go with musician just to finally play the violin.
I think if you're a good musician, then you can create recordings which are essentially then immortalized forever.
Yeah,
You can be a great athlete, but get a record which is going to get broken in 10 years' time.
You could be a great artist, though, and
Same thing could happen. Yeah.
inspire people.
Yeah, that's true. I think I just take more to music than to art.
Well, and I think the culture as a whole, at least here in the West, like more people are into music, I think, than they are like, ooh, I want to go see this sculpture or I want to see this painting. But they'll be like, I love this song.
Well, I think that's probably a reason. Well, a reason for that is because artists have gotten, like modern artists have gotten really, really pretentious.
Yeah,
Like,
some of it has. Yeah.
Anything is art. It's like, that's not art. You're trying to make me imagine. It's supposed to invoke an emotion out of me already.
Yeah, the last piece of art I actually saw in person that had any meaning was actually it was a 9/11 one that was touring across the country, and it had stopped at my university at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually contained like papers and stuff that had fallen from the tower, were like part of the campus itself. So that was kind of interesting. You could actually like look and see like memos and stuff kind of coming up off the canvas.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah, that was like the only thing I could think of in recent memory art wise, at a gallery that stuck out and actually kind of carried with me. Just seeing it.
So, Killer, what are you gonna pick?
I was originally going to pick athlete, but I think artist would probably be better.
Now that you've been bullied out of that decision.
No, it's not so much that. There's a certain feeling of satisfaction of performing at a peak, at a level, but typical average humans can't do, and having millions of people watch you do it.
Okay. So, follow-up question. You and Bio both said artist.
Yeah.
What art would you go for? Would you paint?
Ooh.
Would you sculpt? Would you act? What would you do? And Hack's similar question, but what instrument would you kick ass at?
I almost want to. Okay, I'm gonna make a not serious answer first, which is stick wads of cotton up my butt, spread them on the canvas to start a conversation. About what? You decide, but I'm going to start a conversation, because that's what people do now.
So you start a conversation by making...
By doing something just ridiculously horrendous. Like,
like
I
you're
was
trying
just
to
starting a conversation, guys.
What, by dressing up as a rabbit, by shoving cotton up your ass?
Yeah, exactly.
Terrible.
I was protesting the chopping down of trees in the rainforest. Like, wait, what? What's that got to do with that?
Nothing whatsoever.
Just starting a conversation, bro.
Anywho.
This is why we start conversations in more different ways.
Yeah, what would be your serious answer?
Yeah, on a serious one, in terms of things I admire a lot of etching and relief stuff, where you actually start with a block of wood or something like that, and you actually carve something. Instead of carving something into it, you're carving everything else out of it, except for what you imagine is there. Like if you look at some ancient cultures that have done that, I don't know. I just really like to see it because it requires such an amount of detail.
Oh, you're thinking about that Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, it's exactly what I'm thinking of. Seeing those images, just like whoa, it just kind of makes you think that okay, these people, I'm supposed to be way smarter than them. Just all of us are supposed to be way smarter than these people. These people existed thousands of years ago. And we're looking at cat pictures on the internet. Meanwhile, they're actually making stuff that lasts so long.
Millennia.
Right.
Okay.
Vince, I'd probably do a combination of drawing and sculpting.
Okay.
I think that's kind of a lost thing, sculpting in modern art, or at least it
I agree.
appears to me. I mean, it's always this super abstract something.
Like throwing a bunch of random stuff on the floor and calling it a
Yeah.
display, and then getting upset when maintenance takes it away, thinking it's garbage.
Mm-hmm.
I still
dare
find
you.
that amazingly hysterical.
I was making a statement about money and politics. It's like, wait,
Yeah.
what? That was crushed soda cans. You just don't understand my art.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd do something like that.
Yeah, I like that.
So, Hax, what's your instrument that you would be amazing
I was going
with?
to say, is that the question? Is it genre, instrument, or both?
Both would work.
Well, okay, I guess so. Instrument's a tricky one. Well, I already played. Well, I haven't for a while, but I already played the piano
Mm-hmm.
and a bit of guitar. I'm mostly into the type of instrument that doesn't require breathing or voice to use.
Mhm.
So rhythm section stuff.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So I guess I kind of like the idea of recording each different part of the rhythm section yourself, like being able to play all of it, doing it one track at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm familiar
Okay.
with those videos.
I think a couple of artists still do that, don't they?
Well, definitely on YouTube. I'm not sure about
I'd imagine. Yeah, I'd imagine you got sort of Daniel Tidwell, presumably. I don't know if he.
Yes, he has done something like that, I think.
Yeah, I can't. I can never see if he has a separate drummer or if he does the drumming or if it's sequenced and just really done really
That'd be
well.
an interesting question to ask him at some point.
Yeah.
Killer and Bio, don't remind me, because we have Declan on next week. Let's ask him that question, too.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
so I
that'd be a
don't
good
forget.
question. I think Dan Bull
Hold on,
has
hold
done
on.
that as well.
Fairness. Fairness. Get really close to get closer to the camera. Closer to the camera.
What?
Yeah, come on, do it.
What? What?
Come on. Remember. Sorry, I had to do my nerd moment.
Yeah, I don't know to what extent Dan Bull produces tracks. I know that he's used a few from that channel called Boy in a Band.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does typically have, well, I wouldn't say typically, but he has used, and also, help cross-promote other people by using their background track and just putting his rap above it. Or on top of it, I guess.
What instrument would you play, Baroness?
Oh, violin, hands down.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Sort of country violin, classical violin.
Do-do-do-do-do.
No,
Sorry.
That's just fiddling at that point.
That's true.
Mhm.
Get that old bluegrass.
Whatever I feel like playing on that particular day, I'd do a little bit of everything. My interests change, like,
Okay,
all
Well,
the time,
yeah.
so...
that's valid. There was a King of the Hill episode about that, actually.
So,
It's a good episode. I will have to give you the number for it at some point, because I think it's on Amazon. Might be.
well, I've got 20 past, which means we've got technically about 10 minutes left of actual showtime. We can do, whatever we want, though, because it's Black Friday and we have freedom. We have freedom.
That's messed up. Why you gotta call it that?
Wow.
Because
Yeah,
that's what
And
it's
thus it
called.
begins.
That was racist. I'm triggered.
Me too, I swear.
Let's call it Day of Color Friday, or not call it that at all. We'll come up with a new name.
I'm
Day
gonna
of
give you a
shopping
new name
sale.
in a minute.
Non-aggressive, capitalist supporting day.
Alright, so speaking of new names, though, we're not playing Who Tweeted It tonight.
Oh no.
Indeed, because much like Killer, Tui Haxor doesn't really follow Twitter, to my knowledge.
Oh,
He has one, but I don't think he hasn't done anything with it in a while. So,
Killer put out a tweet earlier today.
Did I?
oh
Yes,
dear.
you
I'm
did.
so glad.
Yes, you did. You
What did I
reminded
You
say?
announcing that new album that's about to drop?
No, but that'll be tomorrow, because I forgot about that.
It's gonna
I
be
mean, Philip forgot about
fire.
that, too.
So what did I tweet again? I don't remember. I was probably slightly inebriated.
Probably. I think I was slightly inebriated
Post
as well.
activities from
Well,
Turkey
okay,
Day.
if Killer's tweeting anything, you can almost guarantee that there's a long sigh in there at some point. I mean, that's the vast
It's true.
majority of
Yeah,
what
just,
shows up
just assume it's there.
on his feed there. What did you tweet?
He may run out of 140 characters, so just presume it's there.
No, it's always in there. It's always in there.
Implied.
What did you do? Killer MC Koi.
I'm so glad people remember what I tweeted at to go look it up.
There we go. We follow each other.
Poor
This
Killer.
is beautiful. Killer tweeted, early show today, sigh. I wish people would tell me these things repeatedly. I'm just saying.
You did. Moving on.
Yeah, early show today, sigh. Like, can't believe we have to accommodate that tax guy.
I was gonna mess with you. Like, God, Hacks, why can't you just stay like up like the rest of us? Oh, that's right. You're staying up till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Alright, so. Game time?
Oh, wait. We got to talk about our
Yeah,
sponsor.
who's our sponsor this
Who
week?
is our sponsor?
Our
Killer?
sponsor this week is RAH Resorts. Are you tired of being told you have to go to some island resort or some other outdoorsy place to have an enjoyable vacation?
Yes.
Well, RAH Moon Resorts has the perfect place for you.
Oh,
At
wow!
RAH Moon Resorts, everything the modern resort could have, except everything's buried under the surface of the moon, so you'll never have to worry about getting sunburned again.
Sweet.
Oh, wow! Oh, wow!
I know. Enjoy the luxury of the low gravity of the resort, which allows you to literally take a load off.
I like this.
Check with your local travel agent today to check on prices and availability. At RH Moon Resorts, the moon is your mistress.
Nice.
Nice.
Have you been playing Borderlands Pre-Sequel?
No, I have not.
Oh, right.
That,
Well, that sort of shuts down that, then.
yes, I'll tell you the joke afterwards, after the show, because otherwise it ruins the joke for the rest of the
Jeez,
audience.
Hacks, jeez. Okay, so you guys know the deal with the game. In this case, it's not who tweeted that. It's now, at least for this week, games journalism or The Onion.
This is going to be amazing.
Yeah, where I'm going to list a title, and you're going to tell me. You don't have to tell me who wrote it, but just whether it comes from a games journalism website, and I'm putting quotes around journalism, or The Onion.
I'm going to
Oh,
go
well,
journalism every
that's
time.
kind of-
'cause
So
There's some bias there, bio. You can't
yeah,
have
no,
that.
I don't care. Hey, I will wear it.
Let me edit.
It's just gonna put
So-
mentions.
I always like to try and put this in there because I like to promote shows that have kind of interesting stuff at times. So this idea was kind of lifted in general as a whole from the Kevin Pollak chat show. If you're interested in Hollywood, hearing actors kind of talk about the business and things, go check him out on YouTube. Just Kevin Pollak's chat show. So the rules are 5 points for getting it right, -3 if you get it wrong, and I will give the answer once somebody's answered it. So, number 1, Ubisoft refused to talk to me about women. Games journalism or The Onion?
Games journalism.
Correct. Mr. McCoy, that was a Kotaku article by Nathan Grayson. Interestingly enough, people are starting to think that's one of the reasons Ubisoft stopped talking to him.
Wasn't that around the time one of the Assassin's Creed games was going to have a female character?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a bit of a fuss by people who have no business talking ever. And they
Pretty much.
No comment.
Pretty much. But apparently
like,
Nathan
no more
Grayson
female
went
characters.
over and really pressed the issue, and they didn't want to talk about it, so he instead wrote this stuff writing about the game. Which, his choice, but still, quote-unquote journalism. Man, really cutting-edge journalism coming from Kotaku.
Oh God, the bias. The bias.
Next one. New desperate video game blamed for urban violence. Video games journalism or The Onion?
Was the desperate video game?
New desperate video game blamed for urban violence. That's the title of the article.
I don't even understand what that would be. How a game can be personified to the point where it can feel desperation.
Anyone?
We kind of one of us has to go. I
Fairness, you go.
will say The Onion.
You would be correct.
Ha! Suck it, killer.
That was The Onion. Okay, next one. Check out the first teaser for PewDiePie's new reality show.
It's got to be The Onion.
Games journalism or The Onion?
The Onion. Come on.
Incorrect.
Oh,
It's actually a
you
Polygon
gotta be
article.
Oh, my brain.
Yes. No, that is actually one of the benefits that people get from getting YouTube Red, is there's going to be some exclusive content from certain really, really high up people, and one of them is PewDiePie has a reality show.
No.
And
About
you can only see it
what?
with YouTube Red. I don't know, but you can only see it with YouTube Red, what I've been told. So,
Oh.
next one.
Wait,
Man
is
plans... Go ahead.
Is that YouTube Red as opposed to RedTube?
Yes, there is a difference. I'm
I think
surprised.
carefully.
I'm surprised
I
that
think-
they called it Red after that.
Yeah.
I was just like, really? You guys didn't see that? But oh well.
Okay, moving on.
Next one. Man plans special weekend to reaffirm commitment to Xbox 360. Games journalism or The Onion?
The Onion.
Correct.
I didn't hear the first word.
Man. Man plans special weekend to reaffirm commitment to Xbox 360.
Man. Well,
Okay,
that was
next
Microsoft,
one.
That was obviously The Onion.
Was
Their
it
commitment to the
good?
Xbox 360 extends to, if you want backwards compatibility, you get an Xbox 360.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That was amazing how quickly that guy got removed from his job after all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Nintendo shareholder hates games, stupid things. Video games journalism or The Onion?
Game
Wait,
journalism.
What was that one again?
Nintendo shareholder hate games, says stupid things.
Game journalism?
Yeah, you already
that's
said, yeah.
That's got to be journalism because
Yep.
of. I'm thinking.
Killer McCoy got it right. That was a Destructoid article. I think it was a higher up one who, for some reason, didn't realize what he was invested in, I guess. I don't know. Because, in Japan,
How-
they're not necessarily just video games.
How
Yeah,
do you-
apparently. I don't know.
Anyway, yeah.
My brain.
I know.
My brain.
It hurts.
Oh.
It hurts.
Okay,
continue.
next one. Report. More U.S. families living with multiple generations of Xbox under one roof. Games journalism or The Onion?
That almost sounds like a legit.
Well, it's legit, but the wording sounds like The Onion. I'll go with The Onion.
You are correct.
Oh.
Lee Haxor is finally on the board.
Woohoo!
Okay, next one. GTA 5, a sophisticated gaming experience, says man who spent 3 hours running over homeless people with fire truck.
Yes.
That's The Onion.
was me.
Come on.
I have
Okay,
said those things.
So Killer is ahead now. It's currently 10, 12, and 5.
Suck it!
Baroness 10, Killer McCoy 12, Lee Haxor 5. Last one, or possibly, well no, there wouldn't be a tie with this. Fallout 4 mod replaces mini nukes with your baby.
Gaming journalism.
Correct.
I know this because I saw that YouTube video. It is amazing. You have to watch it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Ah!
Yep.
I won!
So Killer McCoy is 17, Baroness 10, and Lee Haxor 5, and that is how we play Games Journalism
Hey!
or The Onion.
Is this the first time that everyone's ended in, like, positive digits?
I do believe so.
I think,
Oh.
it's been the first in a while. At the very least. I think we had one where people were in the positive, but you had 0 or something. Because you did your whole, I'm not going to answer.
No, that's how I won.
You and you're playing the game.
I won
Oh
it.
yeah,
Playing
that's
the
right.
game.
So
Yes,
everyone, so if I
lame.
won at 0, everyone else is in the negative.
Lame. Should have made it where you
Lamer.
just lost by default.
Yeah.
That would be collusion bio. And you know
You have to. Well, okay. So just say you start on negative infinity.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, and you have to work your way forward. Yeah.
And then when you answer one question, then your score gets set to 0 before the question is resolved.
I kind of want to read the tiebreaker one, just for fun.
Okay, go for it.
Sonic fan art expert rates the pornographic potential for Sonic Boom cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same. Could be journalism.
It's a Polygon article.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not. Go look it up.
Oh, my head. Turn
That's
it off. Turn it off. We're done.
wow. All right then.
Ah. So, what did we learn today?
We learned that there are some really crazy things in the world that kind of scare us a little bit when
We learned
about
that we
them.
literally can't even.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I don't think I've been able to even for a while.
We learned that apparently Pax has a counter on the website buried every time someone makes a joke about him putting donkey porn on the website.
Not just Donkey.
It
was
exists.
Horse. What was the other one? I think Monkey was there as well.
Really, Monkey?
I don't remember which one the other one was.
I feel like we should make this a meme of some kind.
I'm thinking we need to expand the menagerie, but that's just me.
Wow.
Yep.
Make it an orgy, huh? That's what you're trying to say.
No, that's a different word killer. I said menagerie, not. Oh my god. Okay. Now-
what? Menage a what? Menage a what?
Now we are going to end the show.
On
Fantastic.
that note,
All this misogyny everywhere.
Oh, you know
I
what?
know.
No. I have one more question for the panel before we go. Because it is Black Friday, the day
Oh, God.
after the greatest holiday in the world, which is, of course, the American Thanksgiving holiday. Killer,
yes.
I'm going to start with you. What's
Oh,
something
God.
that you're thankful for?
What am I thankful
Yes,
for?
let's end the show on a positive note instead of talking about
What are you, my aunt?
Wow.
So go around the table.
Just for that
Well-
bio, you need to think of 2 things.
Okay. That'll be easy.
But it's Killer's turn first.
I guess I am thankful for a semi-normal functioning family.
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
I did. I am very thankful for
Alright.
them.
All right. I accept that. I was actually thinking about your mom earlier today when I was cleaning up the dishes from last night's feast and going,
Why are you thinking about my mother?
I don't know. It
You've
started
never
off
seen
with something about a cherry pie, and then it reminded me of the cherry cobbler, and then a conversation that we had. And
Cherry crumb cake. Cherry
Okay,
crumb
Yeah, it was a
I
crumb cake.
understand that yours was the cherry crumb cake. We had a cherry pie, which then the cherry thing reminded me of, yes, and then it was a chain reaction.
Did it taste so good that it made a grown man cry?
What are your 2 things, Bio?
Okay, so my 2 things are pretty easy. I'm thankful for the people I run into throughout life. One reason or another, I'm not really one of those people to believe in people meaning to run into other people for a reason, intersecting those places in life. But I think when you do and you find good people, it's good to have their backs and, vice versa, etc. So there's that. The other thing I'm thankful for is despite a lot of things showing that our society sometimes looks like it's going down the crapper because of people being idiots. Definitely thankful to be, where I am in life in terms of that. Could be in a lot worse situations.
It's true.
A lot worse.
Okay. Hacks, you don't get out of this just because you're in England, so what are some things that...
Pretty sure
He's
I
like,
do.
I'm thankful I'm not a dirty
I'm
colonist.
thankful for being British and not American. There we go. No, I guess I'd say I'm thankful for anyone who engages in conversation with me with an actual interest in what I have to say, rather than enduring what I have to say.
Fair enough.
You know,
Alright.
friends.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, aren't those the ones who have to endure, even though... Never mind, I'm thinking too much into it. Let's move on.
Go on.
No, it's just, wait, I mean, like, your friends, I mean, sometimes they like you, but sometimes you might do something that just annoys the crap out of you.
Everyone's quiet. Killer's like, just me. Oh
I was,
man.
I was thinking about that, yeah. I'm pretty sure anyone has done that.
You're thinking about
Is-
tomorrow and having to help Ghost move, aren't you?
No!
I told you! You're repressing your feelings! It's okay, I will be here for you when you need to talk.
I'd say, yeah, I was thinking about that. I think anyone who's done it to me is now either no longer a friend or unable to speak.
Wow!
Oh,
Wow,
am
the
I
threat is implied.
do 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 do.
Baroness, what are you thankful for?
Well, so the timing on this one kind of worked out in a strange sort of a way. Last year on Black Friday, I got into a very drunken conversation with a very, we'll just say a very Swedish individual who convinced me that there was a group of people that I needed to be with. And he had some very good reasons why, and made me speak to a British web ninja that I, at the time, had no interest in talking to whatsoever. And he convinced me otherwise, and I am very thankful for the fact that I listened, because the last year has been absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So...
And that's how Baroness became a Freemason.
Interestingly enough, I know
who's
some of
this,
the...
who's this other web ninja?
I think
Yeah,
Max
as I
is
say,
a
you
little
met
jealous.
you
He's jelly.
met another web ninja, and he was like,
No,
you should
no.
you must join the Freemason. They are ruling the world from
No,
behind
actually,
the scenes.
one of the... So this actually happened to me at a cocktail party one time, after one of our math conventions, but one of the, like, high... I don't remember what they're called exactly, but it's like the High Council of the Freemasons.
Was
the
he
ones
like
that
the Grand
overlook-
Poobah?
Yeah, pretty much. He wasn't the Grand Poobah, but he's on that council. Happened to be at one of the conferences that we were at, and we sat next to each other at dinner and, ran into each other at, the cocktail party afterwards. And actually apologized to me that he couldn't invite me to talk about becoming a Freemason because I was a girl. But he very much encouraged me to ask about their female faction, and I was like, I'm not really into secret societies, but I do appreciate
The She-Masons, I get it.
Oh.
The
So-
She-Masons.
But yeah.
See, but think about it. If you had joined them, and this is the part where I'm going to get hit with the poison dart, I just know it. But know where the national treasure is.
You're assuming I don't know where the national treasure is already, Bio. And when you assume...
Hook a brother up!
Memo.
Yes. Aw, chat's going all gooey on us, so just get... What?
It's a
Killer?
Slicer going gooey. No one cares about Lyser.
Oh no, he's actually giving you life advice. Lyserk says, Killer, just get really drunk and then you won't have to help him tomorrow.
I can't do that to him.
See?
I can't.
See.
Yeah, but in your drunken stupor, you could be like, Bella, no! And then
No.
you'd be like, here, Bella, you should stay here.
No, I'm not taking it.
And then you'd be
no.
stuck with her forever and ever.
No. No.
Or like 12 years. Or...
Okay, so, Max, Bio, while the two of you are here, and while we're on air, bets as to how long it's going to be before Killer gets himself a puppy.
A black
gonna say
lab,
3 months.
specifically.
I'm going to say 3 months. He's going
Really?
to hold
3
off for a
months?
while, He's going to hold off for
Really?
a while, and it's going to be like February. There's going to be like some snow. He's going to be stuck in the house and thinking, I need some companionship. I need a puppy. I'm saying 3 months.
No.
Bio, are you thinking it's higher or lower?
I'm thinking higher. It's gonna take a while.
Take a
He's kind of
I think it's gonna take a while. We're gonna have to work on him for the next,
Wow.
several
Thanks.
weeks. Putting,
Just because I'm going to go with closet puppy owner already.
Maybe that's where he's getting his secret strength. Is he already has the puppy in the closet. Bella too. Okay.
Ah.
Alright. Plebeians, don't forget, next week, RCM on Tap will be on again at its earlier hour of 6:30 p.m. Eastern when we have Declan Gilgannon on the show. Yay!
Huzzah.
I'm very excited about this. Very, very excited. Don't forget to check out the other great shows throughout the week here on RivalCast Media. We've got D will be doing his normal stream times on Monday and Tuesday for his Let's Plays. Baron's going to be on later tonight for his Friday night Let's Play as well. He told me what he was going to play tonight, and I forget what it was.
Well, one thing to keep in mind, though, is at least for the near future, at least, that D will be starting 2 hours earlier than normal. So we've changed the time on the event timers.
Oh, is he doing
So-
that long term?
For now, yeah.
He only told me for this week, so.
He told me to change it on the timer.
Okay.
So I've changed it.
Well-
We can check with him again tonight or whenever he's on again.
All
Yeah,
right.
we'll double
But yeah,
check. But
he said for the near
regardless,
future, it sounds like it's going to be
Monday and
2 hours
Tuesday.
early for a little bit.
All right,
Yeah.
then.
You can find the official times on rivalcastmedia.com, the beautiful website that Hacks
Yep.
built for us.
Yes. But does not have a secret donkey porn button whatsoever.
I know,
There you go.
right?
There you go.
I mean,
There you go, Bio.
that was sort of a an epic myth for a long time, and now that's been taken away, pulled back the curtain, so to speak. We got to figure
See,
out
the
something
thing
else
is-
to threaten Varyor with now.
The thing with that myth is that no matter how many times I say the site doesn't have such a thing, everyone else will reply, or does it?
Right. It's very much
Point.
it's very much like UFOs. Like the more you deny, the more we just presume that you're just trying to hide it.
Okay.
All right, then.
And Killer's article will be out tomorrow as well.
Hopefully, after the long and
Indeed.
arduous editing process.
No, I'm actually almost done. If I
Yeah,
hadn't gone
awesome.
upstairs, I would have been. Yeah, I'm actually on like the last 2 paragraphs right now. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
Not
it's
bad.
kind of a love letter to one of my favorite sci-fi concepts.
So be on the lookout for that tomorrow. Newsome Saturday blog will post tomorrow morning as well. So be on the lookout for that. What day is today? Is today Friday?
Today's Friday.
I
Yeah.
always get screwed up with Thanksgiving week because I take the week off, and I didn't actually get to take the week off this time, so I don't know what day of the week it is. But yeah, Fireside Tales came out today. Agents of Arachno should be out next week, and that should bring us back up to speed with everything that we need. So
Excellent.
awesome. Well, thank you all again for tuning in at this early hour. Hacks, thank you for stopping by and doing all of the wonderful things that you do behind the scenes that helps keep us running. 'Cause
Indeed.
that's amazing.
Yes.
And Bio, I hope that you find the rest of your trip to be low-key and relaxing and...
I now have to find Killer a Bella replicant.
Really. You know what that would mean? Some guy or some dog is come dressed in a trench coat looking for this
Oh
Bella
my God.
replicant trying to kill her because she's going to go, rogue and everything.
I can't wait till our team meeting on Monday because I have a feeling Bio's going to have something along those lines to show us. Amazing. All right.
Click the button. Just click the button.
Have a good night, everybody. Cheers.
Later.